In this video, we're going to talk about the most beautiful and the not so beautiful sides of Arizona and what it's like to live here. I'm talking about Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm going to break down the pros and cons of what's been known as the West's most western town. Today, it's a thriving metropolitan area, and it's known for its luxury, its vibrant art scene, and the beautiful desert landscape. Stay tuned to find out more. So you're thinking about making the move to Arizona, but you're not sure if you should pack up the car yet or call the movers. You have so many questions. Where is the best area to live in? Depending on your lifestyle and if you're working, and you want to know, where is it fun? And where is it safe? Can you find good health care? Is there a home that will fit your needs? I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you the pros and the cons so you can make an informed decision of living here. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, playing, eating, sleeping, and working in Scottsdale and the surrounding areas, then subscribe so that you are the first person to know about the current market in the Scottsdale area and everything there is Scottsdale and what us locals do. Hi, I'm Andrea, and people like you call me all the time, and they text me and they email me and they're asking me all these questions. And I'm used to this. So I love to help people just like you make that move to Arizona, and I enjoy it here as a real estate agent, and I want to help you make that move. So whether or not you're moving in 10 days or 100 days, make sure to call, email, or even text. We can also do a Zoom so you can make that smooth move to Arizona. So let's get into this, starting off with the pros because they're fun to discuss. So let's go. You may already be aware that we are known for our year-round sunny and warm weather, which is what drew us here, since I'm from the East Coast, where I grew up with rainy days where it was really cold. But the summers were great, but they just went really quick, and it was back to shoveling snow and scraping ice off of our car windshields. Like many of us, we have all had a desire to live somewhere warm after you've been dealing with that, and I love it here. For after living in plenty of gray days and cold weather, chill to the bone, where you're basically running to get to your car type of weather and crank up the heat, we were done. For sure, the weather is drawing people like myself, so that's a big pro. But I also know that it is not a really good fit for everybody. So you can decide if you think it's for you as I discuss more. The health and lifestyle. It's up next. I'm going to drop the details. You need excellent health care. People come from all over the world to come to heal here. So first off, if you're into a healthy lifestyle, this is especially for you. There are outdoor activities that are endless, almost everywhere, with hiking and biking trails, as well as the most amazing golf courses in the world. There are lakes and rivers, and they're all around Phoenix. If you're a boater, a fisher, or an avid paddleboarder, or a kayaker, tennis and pickleball, soak up the vitamin D from the sunshine paired with no humidity, and listen up. I will tell you why these two things are so great. Vitamin D maintains your bones, it's anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, among much more. And the lower humidity, along with that barometric pressure, they help with arthritis. I have found my joints to feel so much better. As a runner, I don't need to wear my knee brace anymore. And I've had some issues in my hands that have completely gone away and have gotten better. Overall, health is fabulous. From the gyms, you can go inside to a state-of-the-art fitness equipment to the desert yogurt retreats. If you need excellent health care, we also have the world-known the Mayo Clinic and the Ironwork Cancer Center. And if you prefer a holistic approach, Invita is an integrative medical center that treats people from all across the country for chronic Lyme's disease and late-stage complex cancer, for combining conventional care with alternative intravenous medicine. Entertainment options are also amazing. The shopping, including the Scottsdale Quarter, the Kirkland Commons, the Fashion Square District, and for the sports fans, there are plenty of options, including the Phoenix Suns, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Arizona Cardinals. Plenty of golf tournaments and events to attend. The art scene is vibrant with many art galleries and unique stores all around Old Town. And to take a day trip to Sedona, go for some more exploring and hikes and unique shopping experiences. There's also the Talking Stick Casino if you like live shows and events, such as the World Polo event. The thousands come to the Waste Management Golf event, Barrett-Jackson, the Classic Car Show, and the Arabian Nights, for just a few to mention. The food scene is also diverse here. It's delicious with a mix of fine dining and casual options, from Mexican, where you can go get a gourmet meal, or just go grab a street taco quick. The most high-end places are throughout the valley to whet your palate. There's also less flies and mosquitoes. I love keeping the open concept where you have all the doors open. Back east, it was always like, shut the screen means hurry quick, the flies are coming. We're also close to California. I lived in California for 4 years and I still love to go visit there from time to time since it's a close hop on a plane or just drive. You can get up early in the morning and be there by noon and eat lunch on the beach, as well as other parts. Not just California, we're closer to Hawaii. When I was go from the East Coast, it was always a whole day event. From Phoenix, it's much easier just to get to the islands. Or if you're in the mood to go ski, just go up to Flagstaff or head to Colorado or to Utah for a long weekend. The scenery and the views from all around are just beautiful with backdrops of mountains and cactuses blooming with flowers. They're just everywhere around. You can't miss them. Don't forget the gorgeous palm trees that line the streets and the landscape. And you can go to the botanical gardens and the butterfly museums if you want to see them close up. There's also off-roading. We have a Jeep and we love to explore and get dirt all over the car. And you gotta check out that back terrain because it's a must. If you don't want to do it in your own car or a rental car, you can go to Sedona and you can try the Pink Jeep Tour. They are a blast. They'll take you on steep hills and you think you're gonna fall, but you won't. It's really great. And then you can go out for dinner afterwards. It's a great day trip. Nightlife is fun and Old Town has little golf cars that take you around and explore. People have destination weddings there. You'll see bachelorette parties and the golf carts singing and having a great time. Now for the cons. Scottsdale is one of the most expensive cities to live in alongside Paradise Valley. And depending on the community that you live in, you can have high HOA fees. And those fees can go up to $1,200 to more or less depending. But they are doing everything for you, so you're paying for that. You could be on a golf course with gorgeous views. The streets are also lined with fabulous car dealers. You have Maserati, Lamborghini, Mercedes, Porsche, and all the top-notch cars driving around. The lifestyle of these homes are luxurious with mountain views, gorgeous waterfall pools, privacy, even glass walls that bring the outside in so it feels like you're living outside. But if expense is an issue, this is not for you. There are other areas nearby that are just as beautiful and affordable, but that would not be Scottsdale. The next thing that we have an issue with here is traffic. A lot of people are moving here and traffic can be very busy. Certain times there's a light there that hits you on and off, kind of like California has, which is amazing. There is a really good system and I love that. So you're not just flying out there and just merging in with all the lanes. And they do have the carpool lane, which is really great if you have 2 or more people in the car. Just jump over there and you can speed down. Well, don't speed because there's too many speeders. That's a problem. So anyway, the next thing we have is heat. The heat. We all know we get the bad rap for the heat in the summer, and I hated it when I first got in my car and my steering wheel was red hot. I have since bought a wheel cover that stays cool to the touch, but who doesn't have heat in the summer and humidity to boot? So I will take the heat over cold any day and a cold desert evening night for sleeping, but that may not be for you. Most houses and condos have pools, or you can get to the spots that I mentioned above and cool off. Or if you work inside, you're not even dealing with the weather. You're in the air conditioning. And many places have cool misters like they have at amusement parks. So when you're out shopping or you're eating for lunch, they have the nice little misters that come down and you can get a nice refreshing breath of that. And also the backyards is another way to cool off because there's lots of shade. You can keep verandas and umbrellas, and then you can jump in your pool. If you're an early riser, you can get out before it gets warm. And if you're a later riser, then you can do more in the evening time. Sometimes if you just want to go away, you can take a nice road trip and just drive from here to places nearby like Payson or Flagstaff. Those are a great road trip. There's also critters and snakes. So you need to be concerned about that if you're worried about it, of course. There are pest control companies and I think they're amazing. And I actually talked to one guy and I said, there's this one snake I keep seeing. And he says, I've moved that guy. He keeps coming back, or he or she or whatever kind of snake it was. And he's just moving it. So obviously they're not all dangerous. So some of them, they just don't want to be bothered with us. In fact, they hate us. So if you just mind your business and don't deal with them, they're not going to be coming after you. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to stumble upon one sometime and you step on it, it's going to defend itself. So you have to just look around your surroundings and where you're walking. You want to be understanding of that and cognizant of the snakes. So if you don't like them, then this might not be the place for you. But they're not like everyday occurrences. I rarely see them and I hike a lot. And if you do come in contact with one, it's not a huge deal. There are many remedies. And when they do their job, the pest control people, you won't have to worry about that as much, especially with scorpions as well. I know a lot of people are freaked out about them. I saw one once, it did not bother me, but that's me. You might not like them and this might not be for you. But pest control companies do a fabulous job, as I've mentioned. We have monsoons, and that's the reversing wind and the precipitation, and it occurs in the summertime. It's amazing to watch. The lightning and the thunder and the storms are gorgeous in the skyline. They're also scary, and they come in quick and fast. We usually get a warning, and a lot of times it's around the same time each night, so you can be pretty prepared. We also have dust storms here. I was actually at the eye doctor the first time I encountered one of these, and they said just put your sunglasses on and either wait till it passes, you can hang out here, or just go, and just know that you're going to be blowing around on the road, and it's going to last about a few minutes to an hour, but you want to be prepared for these, and we do usually get warnings. We also have wildfires. There is no wild season anymore in Arizona, but they can happen and they do need to be considered. So there you have it, the top pros and cons of living in Scottsdale, Arizona. From the breathtaking landscapes to the scorching summers, where you can find ways to cool off like this great pool here. It's a place that offers both advantages and challenges, as all places in the world have. As someone who's experienced life here firsthand, I can say that Arizona has truly captured my heart. If you're considering a relocation or exploring other areas within Arizona, I would be thrilled to assist you throughout the process and simplify your move to make your transition smooth, and I will fight for you to negotiate the best deal. Don't hesitate to reach out so I can help you find your perfect home and embrace the Arizona lifestyle. Whether you agree or disagree with my assessment, I want to hear from you. Please leave your comments, your questions, or any additional insights about living in Arizona down below. I am happy to support you in making an informed decision about where you choose to live. Thank you for watching, and remember, it's not just about finding a place to live, it's about finding a place to love. I hope to hear from you soon.